Seinen tend to be targeted towards more mature audiences than shonen. That being said, seinen tend to have more mature themes but still utilize all the well-known anime tropes and plot points. In Kemono Jihen, the themes get really mature, had me saying what the hell am I watching from start till finish. This is going to be a hard video to make, but I feel like I really want to make it. Today we're talking about Kemono Jihen and 3 of the most messed up anime plot lines and themes I've ever witnessed. Hit the like button and let's get into it. Kemono Jihen is an interesting anime to me, mostly because it has the quality that exceeds other battle shonen anime like Fire Force, but it's not really as popular. This could be due to its more mature content. The material of the show itself deals with the occult. Kemono are magical beings who feed off the energy of humans, and sometimes they procreate together, resulting in hybrids like our main cast, with the exclusion of Akira, who is human-like in appearance but a full snow kemono based on the lore. In addition to Akira, we have Kabane, an undead half-human half-ghoul kemono hybrid. We also have Shiki, a half-human half-arachne hybrid. They all work together in Tokyo at the Kemono Detective Agency run by the Tanuki Kemono Inugami. This background sets the stage for the absolute horror that this anime's narrative goes down. So the first of the absolutely demented story sequences is this one. Remember Shiki, the half-arachne half-human I mentioned earlier? He believes his father to be dead and that his mother abandoned him. The former ends up to be true. His father did indeed die. He learns this from his biological uncle Akio. We later discover that Akio entered a forced arrangement with Shiki's mother to produce hybrid kemono. He did this with the intent of selling all-purpose spider silk on open markets. He impregnated her with several kemono through natural and unnatural means. Now, in case you're having problems visualizing this, don't fret because the anime makes an effort to show as much as it can. We see exactly what this process looked like. The horror crescendos when Shiki actually gets to see all the kemono siblings created through Akio's experiments. The monsters have surrounded himself and Kabane, numbering in the hundreds, and they speak using his mother's voice. My heart sinks at this moment because it is at this point the viewer truly gets an opportunity to grasp the implications of all the plot points covered so far in this arc. It really sinks in as much for Shiki as it does for the viewers. This is messed up. I took to Reddit to see how the community received this episode, only to find that people were as broken as me over it. These Redditors expressed similar sentiments to how I was feeling at the time. This gets worse though. We soon discover that Shiki's father's death was no accident but came about directly from Akio's actions. He perpetrated the murder in order to gain exclusive access to Shiki's mother. After his hundreds of failed kemono hybrids, this guy goes in and impregnates Shiki's mother, his brother's widow, himself. This produces Aya, Shiki's half-sister, who he then locks in a basement for years. This guy in the community is compared to Sho Tucker from Full Metal Alchemist, and that is awful company to be keeping. All of this is summarized well by this Reddit post from Shiro Kai. He says, "Wait, the girl name is Tadamaru Aya, and she looks pretty humanoid? Did this creepy uncle made the mom be R-worded by every single monster in the forest just to find out that all he need was to do the job himself? No way, right? What the? The second questionable story concept is about another one of the main cast members, Akira. Akira was born in the Yuki Onna village. This is a village trapped in snow that sees the birth of a male once every 100 years. Akira was born with a twin brother, Yue. Being the only males in the village of 200 women, Akira's older brother, Yue, was expected to service all 200 of the women with regularity to ensure that the village could survive. Akira was cast aside because the woman felt that he did not have the vitality to accomplish such a task. This plotline here had me quite disturbed as well, because a 14-year-old being expected to carry the reproductive burden of an entire population is definitely not a light-hearted plotline. As drastic as it was in the anime, it's even worse in the manga. I went and investigated chapter 20 in the manga and discovered that they actually show the women getting what they need from Yue in graphic detail. Yue was assaulted daily by the women to carry out his duty, and he continued in the effort to ensure that Akira would remain safe and unbothered. As bad as it is, this story also gets worse, as Yue in protest accidentally eliminates the whole village and loses his mind in the process. This culminates in Tokyo with Yue and Kabane doing battle, essentially for Akira's freedom. Yue has strong ice powers amplified by an artifact taken from the village. So in order to fight the ice, Kabane is set on fire and fights as a burning skeleton. He's able to do this because he doesn't feel pain and regenerates damaged areas. Even though I'm fully aware of these facts, it's still shocking to see burning flesh animated in detail during battle. This anime has no chill and holds no reservation about making its viewers uncomfortable. Honorable mention for messed up plot thread is the whole character of Kan. She's a kitsune kemono who is abandoned by her master. Kabane befriends her but leaves her to live in a tree at a public park. She is essentially homeless. One time he promised to return to her in the park, but he never did until several days later, having forgotten about her. Tanuki and Kitsune are natural enemies, but it still seems strange to me that Inagami and his whole team knowingly leave this 14-year-old to live in a tree. As of making this video, a second season of Kemono Jihen has not yet been confirmed, but it is likely to have a 2023 release date, according to speculators. The first season covered 5 volumes of the manga, and there are a total of 11 volumes currently out. That leaves us with a comfortable 6 volumes for season 2 adaptations. I hope it happens. I really want to see what other dark avenues this anime goes down. Subscribe to the channel for part 2 of this video, whenever it comes out, and thanks for watching to the end. See you next time.